Hi, my name is Lexi Siegel, and today I'll be presenting on religious extremist Michael Bray. So, first, who is Michael Bray? Michael Bray is an American Lutheran minister, and he was originally based in Maryland, and then he later moved his family to Ohio. He's been married since 1976, and he has 11 children with his wife. And later in his life, he joined the Christian extremist Army of God movement, which was actually later deemed a terrorist organization by the FBI. And during his time in this group, he spent a lot of time writing about his belief in destructing abortion clinics as well as homosexuality. So, what violent actions did Michael Bray commit? He committed 7 bombings of women's health clinics and 3 bombings of offices of women's health advocacy groups. And these places were located in Washington, D.C., Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. And this all happened in 1984. Originally, Bray was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but he took a plea and he was actually only imprisoned from 1985 to 1989, so only about 4 years. And in an article from CBS titled The Right to Kill that was released in 1999, they interviewed Michael Bray, and I pulled a couple quotes that I think really show Michael Bray's extremist mentality. So, in relation to when he was asked about the murder of an abortion provider, Dr. Slepian, Michael Bray said, "I'm sorry he's dead, but I have to keep my mind focused on the fact that he's not also killing children anymore, and I'm glad of that." And Michael Bray also said, "I consider blowing up a place where babies are killed a justifiable act." So clearly, you can see that Bray just has a very violent, extremist mentality that he believes murder is justified for these abortion doctors and these clinics. And the head of the National Abortion Federation, Vicky Saporta, at the time, said Michael Bray is a very dangerous man because he encourages his followers to also commit acts of murder. And she actually classifies them as domestic terrorists because she doesn't know when they're going to attack or where they'll attack or what method they will attack with. So there are a couple class themes on display here. The first one I thought of is defense of a sacred text because Bray felt the beliefs of Christianity were being threatened by modernity and abortion rights don't align with the teachings within the Bible. And Bray believed he needed to defend the Christian Bible because it's viewed as a compass for how people should live a holy life. However, secular ideas Bray felt were getting in the way of this. Secondly, defensive action is clearly on display here as well. A quote from Michael Bray in the lecture was in our lecture that we listened to was there is a responsibility to act out of love and defense, not retribution. So Bray advocates for attacks on abortion clinics and currently practicing abortion doctors, but he doesn't advocate for violence against retired abortion doctors because he feels like it's God's job to determine their repercussions. So, in comparison to other incidents of religious violence, Michael Bray was also sparked by a desire to defend religion and his religious texts that he reads. Michael Bray is also an extremist and he reads religious texts literally. The bombings he committed were had the intent to harm people and kill people, and he felt that contemporary environment was threatening to all of Christianity. In terms of differences, Michael Bray directed these attacks at women who wanted to get abortions, as well as abortion clinics and abortion doctors, rather than against members of another specific religion. And also different from other extremists is that Michael Bray was released from prison because no one was actually killed in these attacks. And after prison, Bray did not stay quiet. Unlike other extremists, Bray is actually still vocal against abortion and stands by his belief that these attacks were justified. So, in terms of an outlook for the future, I think it's really important to ensure the safety and protection of abortion clinics, women who seek abortions, as well as abortion providers. Because with Bray's extremist mindset, it's very dangerous to incentivize acts of violence, especially now that he does have a following. And violence should never be the answer to express beliefs. So I just think moving forward into the future, the protection of clinics, women, and doctors are all very critical. Thank you for listening.